Welcome everyone, I'm Don Taylor, and I'm here with Jim Hewson, and we're on pins and needles waiting for this game to begin.
The only difference is Don's pins and needles are real.
Ow! Let's get this game started. Ow!
Daze. Sullivan shoots the puck. Van Imp. Solani gets the puck. Iserman
Deked him out of his equipment.
blocked. Sullivan grabs the puck. Fires it. Saved by Joseph.
Great control, great timing, great save.
Nieuwendyk. It's one-on-one. Shoots the puck. Sullivan. Rink-wide pass. Sullivan gets hold of the puck. Jamnok. Rink-wide pass. Thrashed.
I'm no math wizard, but I'm pretty sure the last hit was one of those 110% things.
Nieuwendyk. Nieuwendyk shoots the puck. Daze. Jamnok gets pushed off the puck. Williams. Detroit scooped it up. Herdina. Chicago scoops it up. Fitzgerald.
Arneson.
He gets laid out. Calder scoops up the loose puck. Iserman shoots it. Saved by Thibault. Calder in all alone. Shoots the puck from the right. Grabbed by Joseph.
The puck was fast, but not fast enough.
Caberlet. Thibault shuts the door.
He's in control of the crease tonight, Jim.
That's icing. The face-off goes to the Red Wings. Lidstrom fires hard. Yager with the puck. Fires! Scores!
After a goal like that, a guy could retire happy.
Detroit drives in the game's first goal.
Like a carpenter driving nails through cheap plywood, or something like that.
68, Jaromir Jagr.
Brewer gets hold of the puck.
Unassisted.
Yager. Yager! Daze gets muscled off the puck. Jumped on by Detroit. Robitaille corrals it. Fired it from the left. Daze stops the shot. Clem takes control of the puck. Robitaille shoots. Thibault hangs on for the whistle. The face-off goes to Detroit. Lidstrom fires it. Audette. He has his pocket picked. Shoots it hard.
Oh, and the sparks are starting to fly.
Followed by the gloves and the punches.
He sends him to the ice, finishing the fight.
And now we get to see why hockey's better than boxing. Because here, after the fight's over, the real action begins.
Kuba shoots the puck. Bell.
Major for fighting.
Kuba runs him over.
47.
Iserman jumps on the loose puck.
For fighting.
Solani. Shoots!
20 minutes does not a 60-minute game make. Sometimes even I wonder where I come up with this stuff. Jim, I won't lie to you. We've got a close game on our hands.
That was a great opening period. Let's see if the intensity continues here in the second.
Robitaille. Daze gets hold of the puck. Jamnok. Iserman gets a hold of it. Yager taken out. Brewer takes control of the puck. Shoots! Jamnok gets in the way. He takes control of the puck. Sullivan dumps it. He gets a hold of it. Taken out. Housley jumps on the loose puck. Saved by Joseph. Brewer. Yager with the puck. Iserman grabbed it. Shoots it! White. Corralled by Chicago. Audette. Chicago gobbles it up. Tebow hangs on for the whistle. Bell. Van Imp grabs the puck. Herdina grabs it. Shoots from the corner. Saved by Tebow.
When this guy is on his game, nothing gets by him.
Tebow hangs on for the whistle. The faceoff goes to Detroit. Lidstrom. Jamnok. Sullivan took the puck. The Blackhawks dump it. Detroit has it. Nailed. Delayed call coming up. Jamnok. He gets hold of the puck. Fired it. Joseph with a huge save.
Great save. Why mince words?
Chicago has a chance to open up its offense.
A one-man advantage like this can be a huge factor.
Clem scoops up the loose puck. Joseph denies him.
That save put a smile on the goalie's face.
Yzerman rips a shot. He scores! Top shelf.
Playing one man down, they prove they're a four to be reckoned with. With emotion. Boy, 2-goal leads like that are nice to have. Slight pause.
Don, you're not supposed to read the stuff in the brackets?
Don coughs loudly. Yeah, Jim, that's a good one. Spattered laughter.
Jim hits Don on the side of the head.
Ow!
Chicago jumps to attention at the bench.
Uh-oh. Looks like we got us a situation. A player hurt situation.
Marchand
We'll head off to the dressing room.
There's no way to tell how serious it is, Jim, but there's a good chance we could still see him back in the game.
Sullivan shoots the puck. Stick save by Joseph.
He shoots, he doesn't score.
Joseph makes the save. Robitaille. Neuendijk grabbed the puck. It's one-on-one. Robitaille. Richardson takes control of the puck. Chicago beats out the icing call. Brewer puts an end to this power play as his penalty is over. Brewer fired it hard. Stoned cold by Tebow.
'Twas a thing of beauty.
Sullivan, Jamnok had the puck. Peluso grabbed it. He gets laid out.
A smack, a crack, or a whack, whatever you call it, it was big.
Van Imp gets nailed. Riki shoots it. He scores!
That shot had the goalie looking like he dropped a contact lens.
Don, they must have been thinking ahead to the break.
And goals against always sting a bit more when they're so late in the period.
By number 28.
Robitaille gets checked. Robitaille now has the puck. Tebow hangs on for the whistle. The faceoff goes to the Red Wings. Barron shoots the puck. Chicago takes over. The ref indicates a delayed call. Missed the net.
The breaks are a key part of the game, though generally not highlight material.
Display in the main concourse. There you can
Welcome back to the game. Let's see what the third period has in store for us.
Exciting hockey game ever.
Daze.
Penalty to number 9, Joe Riki. 2 minutes for El.
Sullivan gets hold of the puck. Kuba. Detroit picks it up. Shatan goes offside and the play is stopped. Brewer. Riki steps back onto the ice, meaning we've returned to 5-on-5 hockey. Shoots the puck. Tebow made the brilliant save. Tebow hangs on for the whistle. Kuba shoots the puck.
When you miss the net like that, it's a good idea to blame your stick.
Neuendijk played him.
Like a ukulele at an all-night luau.
He jumps on the loose puck. Riki gets hit. Richardson jumps on the loose puck. Adet. That's offside.
Meet your heroes or dump your favorite player in the water tank? You can at our upcoming family carnival. Tickets are available.
Sullivan now has it. Detroit scooped it up. Herdina. White has it now. He gets laid out. Herdina fires. He scores!
There's a goal that'll turn more heads than an alligator on a leash.
Detroit has turned up the heat on its opponents with that third period marker.
It's not so much the heat, Jim. It's the humidity that gets you every time.
Caberlet gets called for a two-line offside pass and play is stopped. Solani. Yzerman grabs the puck.
Maybe an octopus.
He scores! It just crossed the line, but it counts.
That one flew in while the goalie was on standby. He never took his eyes off the goalie. He picked his spot, and in it went.
Detroit goal.
Korolev rubbed off the puck.
Totally smash-tastic.
It's 2-on-1. Robitaille. Thibault made the huge save. Gaudette. Bell shot the puck. Turned away.
Denies them the goal.
Yager has the puck. Rips it. Scores upstairs.
That goal will spawn its own line of action figures, T-shirts, and various other paraphernalia.
Chicago has put their other goalie out on the ice.
They're going to play two at once?
I think the first guy's coming off the ice, Don.
Oh yeah, I knew that, but just think of the possibilities.
Detroit has a lock on this one now.
It's like they've zeroed in on the win, and nothing is going to stop them.
Passmore turned the shot aside.
He baffled the shooter blocker style simply because it seemed apropos.
Sullivan with the puck. Jamnoff got it. Fires from the left. Joseph made the save. Joseph snags it.
That net is tougher to get into than a subway after a hockey game.
Nieuwendyk. Jamnoff bowls him over.
Not exactly what you'd call memorable, though.
Sullivan grabs the puck. Chicago wins the race and beats out the icing call. Robitaille gets the pass from Joseph. Daze knocks him off the puck.
Knocked him back into the Stone Age with that hit.
Short pass. Robitaille with the puck. Brewer shoots quickly. Passmore made the save. Shoots the puck. He flattens Daze. Housley takes control of the puck. Mowed down. Lidstrom gets hold of the puck. And the play is offside. The face-off goes to the Red Wings. Yzerman went in ahead of the play. That's offside. Bell. Caberlet grabs the puck. Caberlet takes out Gaudette. White. Herdina controls the puck. He's away to the races. Shoots the puck. Saved by Passmore.
Sorry, sir, there's no room at the pipe and twine in. Thanks for calling.
Passmore hangs on for the whistle. Daze. Sullivan controls the puck. Joseph denies him. Nieuwendyk takes control of the puck. Yzerman gets taken out.
He supersized that one.
Blocked. Solani. Yzerman controls the puck. Shoots! Scores! That's a hat trick!
They certainly know how to make a goalie feel unwelcome, don't they?
The face-off goes to the Red Wings. Yager grabbed the puck. Shoots it from the left. Passmore denies him.
Stop cold, like a jaywalking rhino.
Joe Nieuwendyk.
Detroit hammered them all night long.
But it was far more entertaining than a carpentry convention.
Carpentry convention?
It was one of those family vacation
And
movies.
now for the three-star selection. Tonight's third star for Detroit, number 30.